Welcome back to the Movie Draft House. I'm your host, Mark, and that's your host, Jeff.
Yeah, buddy, it's Pro Wrestling Week here on the pod once again.
Once again, it is Pro Wrestling Week on the podcast. It seems like we've had that multiple times over
Just
and
that one.
over again.
We had that 1 month. That was Pro Wrestling Month, and I think we had some really good films.
I remember
And it
liking
just-
at least one of those films.
What it was Peanut Butter Falcon.
Oh, that was a good one.
And
Yeah.
You were ready to rumble? You didn't hate it.
I didn't hate that. Okay, yeah. And then we had
All right,
what else?
so-
What else we watched that month? There
I'm
was
sure I picked something really awful.
no.
but,
Didn't we watch the one about the family?
Oh yeah, Wrestling with My Family, which was all right.
And then the
And then
super
you
depressive.
picked something else.
No, it was. I think we did
We
wrestling.
didn't
Month.
watch The Wrestler.
No. The other one, the Zac Efron one, where him and his brother.
Oh yeah, Iron Claw.
Yeah. Which was a good movie. It is super depressive.
Yes, it is both good and depressing.
Anyways,
Now, do either of those adjectives apply to this week's film?
they both. No.
Apply?
No.
Okay.
No, strongly in the depressing category. Jeff, tell them what we watched this week.
Yeah, well, it is anniversary month, so as we do, we go back and look at one of the mini themes we've done to give it one last hurrah, and this is the last hurrah pro wrestling month slash week, and I decided to go with Pro Wrestlers versus Zombies from 2014, directed and written by Cody Knotts. It stars Rowdy Roddy Piper, one of the greatest of all time, Shane Douglas, one of the guys that thinks he's the greatest of all time, Matt Hardy, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Reba Hardy, some other guys I'm not super familiar with. Matthew Rush seems like I should be. I'm familiar with SoCal Val, Kelvin Sutherland, and of course Kurt Angle is barely in the movie. So I got a question.
Yeah, please.
Did you know that the human heart is located in the lower abdomen?
Listen, my guy.
Like right around the belly button?
Listen.
Were you aware?
I wasn't. Were you aware of the budget for this movie?
No, but I assume that the filmmakers of Pro Wrestlers versus Zombies did an anatomy check
Okay.
and were like, where is the heart located in the
Yeah.
body, since we're going to be doing this scene where we cut someone open and pull their heart out? Clearly, it is in the lower abdomen near the belly button.
If that was the worst
I've
thing
already
about
taught you
this movie, if that was the worst
You've
thing
already
about
learned.
this movie, we would be golden. Okay, like because that's a faux pas, right? We just made a mistake.
That's not even a faux pas. They just twice.
we
They
made a mistake.
basic
Listen,
human anatomy mistake twice, at least twice. I saw them pull a heart
So-
out of someone's belly button
all right, so let me ask you this: why did you
Yeah.
pick this one?
because it's called Pro Wrestlers versus Zombies.
Yeah, did you
I
feel like you got
purely-
what you wanted out of this movie?
Okay, you know me, right? I'm the guy who can watch a shitty movie and be like,
This is not
"Yeah,"
even shit.
and try to tell
This is
you
not
why-
even shit.
You got to let me finish what
Okay,
I'm saying.
all right, go ahead.
And I'm the guy who can say, hey, man, there's some good shit here, man. That was funny, wasn't it? Wasn't that fun? I want to apologize to you and anyone else who
Yeah.
took any time out of their day to watch Pro Wrestlers versus Zombies. It's fucking awful. And that's coming from someone who watched Snakes on a Train. That is someone who, like, I guess the best way I could put it is I'm the target audience, right? Pro
Yes.
Wrestlers versus Zombies.
Yep.
I'm sold. I'm the target audience. And as the target audience, this was bullshit. Through and through. The acting is bad. I love Rowdy Roddy Piper. He's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. And honestly, he's like the least sucky thing in the movie. Do you know which one he was?
He's the old guy, right?
He was the lone survivor with the girl.
Yeah.
at the end.
Yeah.
They even do I didn't catch many more, but they even do a reference where he grabs a coconut out of the sink and pops it on the head of a zombie. That's a reference to a famous moment in his wrestling career. And as I say, I love Kurt Angle, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I love these guys. I don't know what this dude Cody Knotts had on them. I don't know if the budget was $230,000. I mean, I guess maybe that. Like, how'd you get Kurt Angle? Like, I understand at this time, Rowdy Roddy Piper and Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Shane Douglas are all kind of not doing anything really. Matt Hardy was still is a active professional wrestler. Kurt Angle has recently retired, but he was still very active in 2014. I don't know what happened. I don't know how this came together.
I mean, it didn't come together. That's the thing.
Well, I don't know how. No, let's say something
What?
though.
What are we saying?
They made a piece of video that lasts for an hour and a half that was put on the internet or possibly onto some sort of physical media somehow.
Yeah.
So that came together.
Yeah. Yep.
What did you think? What was your feelings going into and coming out of Pro
All right.
Wrestlers versus Zombies?
All right. So my feelings
Or as
going.
they call it, PWVZ, which is popularly known as.
Okay. So my feelings going into the movie, I was like, this is gonna suck, but I'm gonna keep an open mind, right? Snakes on Train sucked, but I kept an open mind, and it was terrible.
Yeah.
But I kept an open mind. I'm like, you know what? Jeff would never steer me wrong. This is
Whoa. Wait a minute. We've been podcasting together so long. You should know better by now.
No, I mean, listen, the poster for this movie looks like a your local club promotion, okay?
It's great.
It's terrible.
Totally.
And it's so you look at it and you go, "Huh. Well, if that's the production behind the poster, I pretty much know what I'm getting into." And I was still dumbfounded by how bad this entire production was. I mean, so $230,000 to $250,000 is what I read was the budget for this monstrosity. They spent $249,999 too much. It's
Apparently, this was a film that was financed by Kickstarter.
yes,
And apparently other investors, but
and it's so real quick. I'll tell you a story about the Kickstarter. When Kickstarter
did you watch this with the wife?
yes, man.
Oh,
It's you have
I don't feel bad to make
you
sit
have
through
burned
things 'cause you make
bridges
me
in
sit
my
through
house.
things.
I'm just telling you, you burned bridges.
I really am. I will have to buy her a lovely gift to apologize.
she's like, was this like a submission to like for a because we were talking like right off the bat you know the production's going to be terrible because it just the first scene it looks terrible. And I was like, oh, this looks bad. And she goes, yeah. And by the 10 minutes in, she's like, was this like a student film? I was like, you know what? It does look like a student film. But then I looked at Cody Knotts, and he's not a student. And nobody in this is other students. And to me and you, with no movie production experience, with $250,000, could have done a better job of this source material. I understand Mr. Cody Knotts wrote this movie. We could have written a better movie. I understand Cody Knotts directed this movie. We could have directed a better movie. And I understand that all of these famous wrestlers or once famous wrestlers were in this movie because Cody Knotts is a friend of theirs. Cool. We could have gotten literally anybody else to play pro wrestlers fighting zombies. And Kurt Angle, he's everybody's least favorite wrestler. I don't actually know. Like,
Oh, no, don't start talking wrestling talk. You're
I'm
gonna
not,
get
but I
really-
do know that Kurt Angle is everybody's least favorite wrestler.
That is not true by a long mile.
But
That is patently false.
I just like I will say this. I will say this about this movie.
Ooh, positive. Here we go. Good compliment.
Yeah, backhanded right here.
Oh,
The soundtrack, I didn't mind.
Really?
I didn't mind the entire album of these poor souls, Dead in Five, which is the name of the band that does the music for the entire film. I didn't mind.
they did a couple covers too. It felt like some of them.
Yeah, but they're the classic kind of late 2000s like alternative rock band. And so like the music is playing and the music's playing across all scenes. Like it's like the scenes are not connected. Like there's like they're not even like connected via story, but the same song is playing across all of the scenes. And I'm like, what the fuck is up with this music? So I Shazam it, that's the whole thing.
Oh,
And I
a
Shazam
lot, Ed.
the music, and it comes up with this Dead in Five. So I paused the movie. I don't know why I did that, but I paused the movie, and
you
and
didn't want to miss a beat.
right, and I look up Dead in Five on Spotify, and they have like 20 monthly listeners, and I'm like,
Don't laugh at them.
oh my, what the fuck are they doing? Essentially scoring an entire film. Like this fucking, so this should tell you, this movie that's not rated, that runs for an hour and 31 minutes, should tell you that anybody can fucking do anything. Anybody can do anything. You want to make a movie about zombies and pro wrestlers? Fucking do it. You don't need anybody. You don't
Yes,
need
I
you,
do.
you don't need fancy cameras. You don't need equipment.
Nope.
You don't need
Oh.
good makeup. You don't need prosthetics. You don't need to know where the heart
did have
is in
prosthetics.
relation to the body.
Clearly not.
Make your movie.
I will say, the lighting in this movie is some of the worst I've ever seen in any film.
Hey, when they do the shot of the old prison or whatever they're in, even the shot, the stock footage is so dark. I'm
It
like,
is
it's laughably
unbelievable.
bad. It is laughably bad.
There's moments, like what pains me. There's some things that pain me. Like Shane Douglas is what I would call a mid to lower card wrestler who thinks he's the biggest deal in the world. And he's hard to watch pretending to be something. I'm the franchise, baby, over and over. I really felt like he was trying to use Pro Wrestlers versus Zombies as a way to jumpstart his career
Yeah.
in a way that a tired, broken down Roddy Piper knew wouldn't happen.
Yeah. I mean, it's.
Shane Douglas is bad.
I mean, there's a scene in this movie where I think it's that guy, the franchise guy.
Yeah.
He snaps the neck of his own nephew. I mean, it's like,
So initially I was thinking this might actually be so bad it's good. Like for the first little bit, I'm like, there could be some, because there's like a lot of bad ADR. But the problem is it's like throughout the whole movie is bad ADR.
yeah.
And then watching Matt Hardy have sex in a dingy room, I didn't want that for me in my life. I would have rather not had that. I really can't say much else about a movie. Do you want to talk about the plot?
Sure.
Because it just so apparently Shane Douglas did a tombstone pile driver on someone and they died in the ring.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So his brother is apparently like this witch guy who creates zombies and then invites all these wrestlers so he can get Shane Douglas specifically to get killed by zombies.
Yep.
I don't even remember what happened to Shane Douglas in this. I think he died. It was awful. Fuck this movie.
I mean, so legitimately, and I was thinking about this just yesterday. Legitimately, this might be the worst movie I've ever seen.
I have a hard time going that far.
But name a worse one that you've seen. And you've seen a ton of shitty movies.
I personally, would I sit through Clouds of Sils Maria again or this?
Oh God.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, so
I think here's the thing. Here's what I will say. I think movies have gotten. I think there's a level of bad that a movie can hit where you can't be any worse. And I think that there's multiple movies at that level for me with different reasons. And I think Clouds of Sils Maria is one of the most pretentious, boring things I've ever watched. And this isn't pretentious. It's still really hard to watch. I don't know. It's one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Is it the worst movie I've ever seen? I don't know about that. I mean, I'd need to spend more time thinking about it. And just comparing it to the movies for the podcast that we've watched that we consider the worst, which is Clouds of Sils Maria, that The Fountain, and now this. I wouldn't want to watch either of them. I think I'd rather. One of the things I said, I reviewed a miniseries called The Golden Years, which is a Stephen King miniseries that is the worst thing I've ever watched.
yeah.
Worse than this. And mostly because it's 4 hours long and it's way more boring. So that being said, Golden Years is the worst thing I've ever watched, but it's a miniseries. But what I said about that was if I had to rewatch it again, or the other option is sitting alone in a dark room with just my thoughts, I would choose that. And that is the same for this. That is the same for Sils Maria. And honestly, as I say this, I still think The Fountain is worse.
See,
but when I get further away from things, I start to second guess how bad I thought they were. Right? Like, I think, when I'm comparing Sils Maria and The Fountain in my brain, I definitely would rather watch Sils Maria again.
okay, I feel you on that one. Yep.
There's just something about The Fountain that pisses me off. So I still think it's the worst that we've watched for the podcast, in my opinion. But it's not the worst thing I've ever watched, which is Golden Years.
I mean,
That's ethically made. As I always have to posit, ethically made. You can watch worse things, but no one got seriously hurt or
right. These aren't
abused
snuff
over
films,
the
right?
Production, like from what I read, it seemed like everyone had a good time making this shitty movie, and at the end of the day, I'm like, hey, you had fun making a shitty movie with some wrestlers. You're living your own dream, and I don't appreciate the art that came out of it, but at the very least, no one was seriously hurt.
Sure. Yeah. So, I listened to a podcast about film. It's called the Filmcast. And at the end of every and they review films.
I would have
And
never guessed.
yeah. Well, I feel like I need to, establish that. Is because at the end of every episode, if they pan a film that they watched and don't give it a good review, the host always says, regardless of that, they still made this movie, and it's hard to make movies. And
Yes.
that resonates with me, is because somebody had vision. And making something is an artistic expression, and for the most part, film is an expression of art. And I have always kind of stood behind that, is that, like, hey, art is subjective. Not everybody. Somebody could paint something crazy, ugly, and it does not appeal to me. But it's subjective and it appeals to somebody. Somebody took the time to paint it, to draw it, whatever. And so it is subjective and it is art. I am struggling to get behind this film being anybody's artistic expression. I am struggling. Is because there's nothing here that is redeeming at all. It's essentially a bunch of buddies getting together and saying, "Hey, we got some cash.
Hey, we tricked some people to give us money,
Right.
on the premise of pro wrestlers versus zombies."
Right. And they got some cash and they spent it on shitty production, and they probably spent a large portion of that on, agent fees for probably half of these guys. And what you see is what you get. And it's like, there is no artistic expression behind this movie. And, like, it's not funny. It's not, there's no plot really. The writing is terrible. The characters are not redeeming. It's the cinematography is bad. There was no cinematography here. It's a camera that points at whatever
That's
is in front of them.
cinematography. So, yeah. I mean, it's bad, but yes,
Right,
it's still cinematography. It's like, just because the writing's bad doesn't mean it's not writing.
Correct. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. But I if somebody wanted to give me $250,000 and the caveat was you have to make a movie with this money, I am willing to bet all of that money that it would be better than what we watched.
I would just go on the run.
I don't know if $250,000 is not enough to get me to go on the run.
Because then I get to meet some wrestlers I like, so I would try. I would try. So I'm not going to pretend that I can make something better as far as this movie goes, because I have nothing to prove that with.
But hold on, but like, all right, so and you've been watching movies your entire life, you're a movie, I would call you a movie aficionado. You find enjoyment behind watching movies for the most part, and it is your hobby. And so
yes, I will accept that.
When all of that is a fact, I guarantee you, your artistic expression and your artistic vision, either in making a movie or writing a movie or shooting a movie, whatever it is, would come out better than this. It's because all this was somebody saying, "Hey guys, let's get together and be on camera." That's all this was.
I appreciate your confidence in me. Thank you.
You're welcome. And, there was a time when I was watching this 90-minute movie, right? When I'm like,
it feels long.
It does. It felt like forever. Long. But there was times where I was like, do I hate Jeff? Do I hate him?
Ah, come on.
Do I despise him now? What is the consequence?
Is this it for us?
Because there's got to be a consequence for making somebody watch this.
Oh, you already did that. You've already scheduled my consequence by going back on your word.
but at least you're getting to watch Best Picture winner Oppenheimer, right? You're getting to watch Best Director winner Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer. You're getting ready to watch Best Supporting Actor winner Robert Downey Jr. in Oppenheimer. Okay. You're getting ready to watch.
Just because some shit wins an Oscar for me does not mean shit.
I know, but you're getting ready to watch Best Actor Cillian Murphy in Oppenheimer. Okay.
Give a fuck. I said,
you're getting ready to watch a banger of a long movie, but it's a banger.
I don't know. So remember what I said when you drafted this? I said, don't believe me. After we watch this movie, if I come on next week and I'm like, hell yeah, I totally misjudged this, don't believe me. That's not me. I've been replaced by someone else.
Yeah. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised.
I don't want to watch this.
I understand you don't want to.
Don't.
I understand. But it's this gigantic blind spot for you.
Let me say this. Both of my movies this month you could squeeze into the same amount of time it's going to take. What was my other movie?
I don't
even remember.
In a Violent Nature.
Oh, that's a good movie.
I know you really like that one, but I did not.
I unironically like that movie. We could watch both of them in the same. Would I watch Pro Wrestlers versus Zombies again? No. I would just watch In a Violent Nature twice.
Which is fine because that's a better movie, right? In a Violent Nature, while I didn't hate it, I also didn't like it, but I would watch that 1,000 times over Pro Wrestlers versus Zombies.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't want to say you expected anything better.
No, and I tell you what it is that I went in open-minded, and I was like, okay, right off the jump, I already hate it because of the production, right? But I feel like if you spend a certain amount of money on something and you spend and your movie is an hour and a half, like this could have been an hour 15-minute movie, and I would have been like, all right, we understand the level of movie we have, right? They purposely made an hour and a half movie, which probably tells me that they had much more footage than that. They just cut it down.
Ooh, you're giving them a lot of credit. I think they put every bit they could film. Hey, that shit that was in the dark we could barely see? It's in the movie. We need to get this up to an hour and a half.
It's just, I don't know, man. I was disappointed that it was as bad as it was. Even with my expectations of it's going to be bad.
I knew it was going to be bad. There was hope in my mind and heart that it would be so bad it's good, and it was not.
And production value goes a long way behind enjoying a film. I think right off the bat, the dubbing in this movie was terrible. They all sounded like they were talking in a tin can. Because the dubbing was so bad. And so if production value is at least just a passable, the movie becomes much more palatable. And I'm not talking about this movie, I'm talking about this movie in general. But it's like the production across the board for this was just astronomically bad. And I'm like, did they not even watch the director's cut here? Like, did they just like, hey, that's fine, that's it, print, send it to print?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
It's fucking wild. Jeff, do you recommend this one?
Yeah. Oh hell yeah! Oh hell yeah! No, man, this is I apologized for it. I don't know what else I can say.
You can't.
And I don't apologize for much of anything because you never do.
I don't. But we stand by our convictions.
This is a truly awful experience.
It was. You know, I don't recommend it either. It's
Whoa!
yeah, it's shocking.
Stop the presses.
So Jeff, we're watching Oppenheimer next week.
Want to do that either?
It probably will end up being your favorite Christopher Nolan film.
What's your favorite Christopher Nolan film?
Right now it's Interstellar.
Yeah, I don't like that one that much.
And but it was, it vacillates. It's like, oh, I love the
In public?
yeah, I like the Prestige, and the Dark Knight trilogy is great. But I really think Interstellar just hits, in my current position in life right now. Interstellar hits all the beats for me. I weep every time I watch it. It's just one of those movies that just gets me, and it's impeccably made, and so it's just like it's got all the things for me. What about you? What is your actual favorite Christopher Nolan film?
Batman Begins.
Okay.
I love Batman Begins. It's the best Batman. I don't know if it's the best Batman. Batman '89 is pretty good, but it's my favorite of that trilogy.
Batman Begins is the best Batman movie.
Yes,
I think.
I agree with that.
89 is great. I love the performances. I love the setting and just the feel of that whole entire movie. And it's just fun. Michael Keaton is a fantastic Bruce Wayne in that movie, and we get Jack Nicholson gives an iconic performance. But Batman Begins is your Batman origin story, and it is fantastic. And it's been a long time since I've seen it too, so might be time to go give that a watch. But
I love it.
what else you can do if you're watching on the YouTube channel is hit the subscribe button when it pops up. And that way you don't miss any future content right here on the podcast. And if you want to follow the podcast on all your favorite social media platforms, we're at Movie Draft House. You can find us on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and right here on YouTube. So give us a like, follow, and subscribe. Jeff, tell them where they can find you.
You can find me at chronologically.net, where my other podcast I do with Eric called Chronologically is going strong. We just wrapped our season on Stephen King from the 90s, and our Star Trek season starts right the first Wednesday in July. So now is the best time to jump on board.
Okay. All right. I'll check it out if I got time.
Excuse me.
Jeff, any last words?
Fuck, my bad, bro.